reorganization meeting of the Borough of Closter. Tonight we welcome the re-inauguration of Councilman Dolores Whitco and Councilman Scott Devlin, and I congratulate both of them for joining the council. January of 2021 marks the beginning of my 7th year in serving the Borough of Closter as your mayor. It is a tremendous honor once again. I meet this challenge with an acute sense of responsibility and reverence. Together, our community has seen growth, expansion, and development. New opportunities to preserve the past as well as move into the future have unfolded, providing continued opportunities for the borough to flourish. The year 2020 was a difficult time for all of us in Closter. The coronavirus pandemic has affected all our daily lives. To date, we have witnessed positive COVID tests in 280 of our residents. Unfortunately, we have lost 10 residents due to COVID, but we have not had a single death since April of last year. We are fortunate in comparison to other towns in Bergen County of our size. Early on in February of 2020, when the pandemic first surfaced, I appointed a mayor's task force on COVID-19. We immediately set about informing all our residents of the seriousness of the virus and were able to disseminate information regularly from the county and state as to how to defend ourselves against the virus. In addition, we were able to work with all of our businesses in Closter to comply with state and county regulations while assisting them to remain viable businesses. As an example, all of our restaurants are still in business in Closter. We are all aware of the development of vaccines to fight COVID, but we must continue for the sake of ourselves and our families to remain diligent, to practice social distance, and not participate in large crowd activities. Together we will win the fight against this pandemic. Several years ago I was asked, what are your favorite days on this job? And I answered, today of course is one of my absolute favorite days. And each year at this time, today remains one of my favorite days in the job. Together we have realized several milestones as a governing body. We witnessed the continuing success of the Closter Plaza, the acquisition of Village School, the recognition of 201 magazine as one of the best towns in Bergen County, the historical resignation of sites within town, the diversity of our residents, our equality, as well as our fairness throughout the year. Being a member of a community that continuously comes together in remembrance of Memorial Day, Veterans Day, September 11th, Labor Day, Halloween, Little League Day, and old-fashioned hoedown day, or when we gather on the front lawn of this property to light the Christmas tree or the menorah. Those are truly my favorite days. Recognizing past accomplishments and knowing our borough's future is full of unlimited opportunities inspires each and every one of us in the governing body to work diligently to strive and achieve new successes. That's why together we will continue the transformation of Closter by focusing on the following. Our continued diligence in fighting COVID-19. Constructing and finishing the former village school into an attractive residence for affordable housing. Continued development of shared services with our neighboring towns. Improving the services offered by our government through streamlining and efficient use of resources. Expansion and support of our fire, ambulance, and emergency response volunteers and services. Redefining the role of volunteerism on the borough's boards and commissions. To continue to preserve open space and our historical properties. To preserve and develop the McBain Farm as one of our most valuable assets. And last but not least, preservation of our real estate values through support of our local school system. Closter continues to remain a viable destination for establishing new businesses or settling into homes and raising a family. It has been the continued cooperation and support of the members of the governing body to provide a level of leadership and dedication. Because of our work as a cohesive team, the borough has been able to achieve many new projects. The stability of working with an unwavering team will allow the borough to realize greater strides in the coming year. The numerous volunteers that make up our boards and commissions are the driving force behind many of the borough's activities, projects, and development. Our volunteers spend an incredible amount of their free time to improve our borough. Without their efforts, Closter would not be what it is today. Unfortunately, this year, the borough lost several residents, some of whom resided in Closter since childhood. Please join me in a moment of silence to remember the following residents we lost this year. Bill Brewster, former Closter Police Chief. Helen Winderknecht, Edward Archer, Joyce Cashwick, Joseph Gardishi, Gerard Farley, John Finn, Mary Rogan, and Susan Velchek, a former member of this body.
Go ahead.
Moment of silence, please.
Go ahead. I didn't know Susan Velchek.
Thank you very much. And last, but certainly not least, is the recognition I would like to pay to our borough employees. The day-to-day operations of the borough, from collecting tax dollars, dispersing payments, collecting rubbish and leaves, are accomplished by our staff, who continue to work tirelessly behind the scenes to ensure first-class municipal services. To our police department, which is one of the finest professional organizations in New Jersey, I thank you for keeping us safe. Closter is fortunate to have employees who continuously reach the high standards of services which are expected of them. May I wish you all a happy and prosperous 2021. May God bless the Borough of Closter, and God bless the United States of America. Thank you very much.
Thank you.